Hello to all traders and welcome to another edition of Market Insights brought to you by Orbex. So we're looking at gold today as it's heading for the 1800 handle, and for a fifth consecutive session we've seen these green bullish candlesticks really propelling momentum to the upside. So from the kickoff early in the Asian session we had more of a bullish candlestick for today's session, but it's turning more into a doji at the moment, but it's still looking like, well, at the moment it's going from red to green, but at the moment it's looking like we're going to have a fifth consecutive move to the upside. And why is this? Well, we've had these recession fears, these rate hikes from the dollar really beating it down in the last few trading sessions. It looking like the Fed did say there will be a bit less hawkish and hinted that it could slow the pace of its policy tightening as these recession fears really start mounting on the Fed. And also we've got the NFP figures this week. It's supposed to be a bit of a come down from the last time around. The last reading was over 300,000. This is supposed to be below 300,000. So we'll see what that makes for not only the US dollar but these commodities as well. Looking at oil today as well to see what direction it's going in next and what opportunities there are in store for the whole of this commodity market as well. So looking at the black gold before we turn to, looking at the yellow metal before we turn to the black gold, and at the moment we are seeing, been tracking from we saw this bottom roughly about this at the 1700 handle. For the last few days we've seen these intense bullish candles, and now we are looking, we're not far away from the 1800 handle, trading at 1770 1772 at the moment from the early session. So it's only $28 away at the moment, and it's not much of a move in one daily session for it to happen. So we could see the 1800 handle by the end of the day. We're seeing a lot of concern for the American dollar at the moment. It's been very bullish in its own stance from the majority of 2022, really getting to these parity lows against the euro and also the British pound as well. But now things are turning the other way around at the moment. So with the assistance of the Ichimoku cloud, we're seeing now that the 1800 handle will be a nice confluence of this bottom border of the cloud, and this is what a lot of traders are looking for at the moment. Where is the next confluence zone? Where is the next opportunity going to present itself? At the moment we're seeing a little bit of a divergence on the RSI if we just take what the levels are at the moment, and this could be a slight bearish divergence, so we could get a little bit of a correction before we start moving higher in the near term at least. But on the 4-hour chart it looks a little bit more interesting, because at the moment, if I'll just remove these drawings, it's a bit easier to see. So at the moment we are seeing this kind of V-shaped recovery from the recent high that we saw roughly over the 1800 handle, looking about 1810 at the moment. So it is heading in that direction after finally finding a bottom. A lot of traders were wondering where this bottom was going to come from, 1700, 1600, even lower as 1500, but it looks like 1700 seems to be a good stance, a good buying opportunity that a lot of traders and bulls have entered the market and seen that the market has started progressing quite nicely, especially with the news of the US dollar in the last few sessions as well. The only thing on the 4-hour chart, we're not getting much of a divergence, is just a slight oversold indication, overbought indication here. It's slightly coming to the downside now as this is slightly diverging, but nothing really to sink our teeth into at the moment. So basically, because we've had the candlesticks move through the Ichimoku cloud, we are seeing more of a bullish market in the near term as well. Remember, this is on the 4-hour chart, so if you're doing intraday trading, just be sure that you're looking at the correct charts and getting all the necessary information you need. Obviously we are at hand if you need any trading momentum opportunities to be looked into to see where we can possibly be going, and this will give a good indication for the rest of the trading week as well. Remember, NFP numbers coming up on Friday. On the black gold now, looking on oil, we've seen this kind of slight bearish stance because it's been very choppy in the market. Even though it went into a bear market, it's been very choppy, and then we're going on the downside now for another choppy move. But if we look more interesting, we're seeing these bottoms emerge again and again, roughly about the lower end to mid of the $93 handle. So this will be a good test if we can start moving lower than this, because if we do, then we'll be seeing these fresh lows that we haven't seen for quite some time at the beginning of the year. So that's quite a big stance, because obviously we're in August now, the 8th month of the year. We're going actually into the back end of 2022. So after all this momentum to the upside, are we going to see it start moving in this direction? Well, it is at the moment, but I'm just waiting personally to get past this particular level here and then we can start seeing where the next opportunity is for oil as well. And looking on the 4-hour chart as well, again, just remove all these drawings so it's a little bit easier to see. Very, very choppy stance at the moment. Obviously gaps in the market where it has been sell-offs in the recent sessions. However, again, as I said, we're looking at these recent bottoms roughly about the lower end, well, $93, $92 at the moment. We're looking to see if it's going to start moving past these lows that we've seen before, and if it does, then there'll be good opportunities for sellers to get in the market, and we'll see if there's any bottoms in the market as well, like we saw with gold, and that will give us some good indications as well. So let me know what you think. This video will be uploaded on our YouTube channel, so keep in touch and we'll speak again tomorrow. Bye for now.